And here we are.
What's going on?
Episode 24. Holy shit.
Well,
What's up? I haven't seen you in a while.
I know it's been a while.
Back in the original studio.
I'm feeling plus I got shit everywhere.
Things everywhere.
Things
So
everywhere.
many things.
So many things.
Wish we had like another camera that was like live recording. We just push it around to show all of the things.
Just all this shit.
We're basically recording an episode of Hoarders.
It's not that bad.
No.
It's not that bad. But I got things. This is where I do business. So
I can
what
see
do
how
you
it can
want
get
from me?
bad.
Yeah, dude. You can see how it get bad. But what do you want from me? Like this is where I keep my stuff. I pay a lot of money every month to keep all my shit here. This used to be my house, all this shit.
These are racist.
Are they?
I think so. These.
Well, it's lead soldiers of colonizers and fighting the people they colonize.
This reminds me of one of the new episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm where they rent an Airbnb in Atlanta and it has like a blackface lawn jockey.
Is that like a new? They have a new season of
It's
Curb?
the last season, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
no! Is it good?
The first couple episodes, it's Larry David.
I love Curb, man. I've never seen an episode I don't like.
He got
It's so good.
So he's in Atlanta. He got arrested for handing a bottle of water to somebody in line to vote. And
Yeah.
they arrested him for like trying to
Voter
influence
manipulation.
Yeah. And he's in Atlanta, so they rent an Airbnb, and the Airbnb has like a blackface lawn jockey.
Really?
Yeah.
I've acquired some off-colored things like that. Not lawn jockeys, but things like that over time.
Yeah.
You just come across that. So this stuff like comes into your possession
Yeah.
as a coin dealer. But you can't do anything with it. You can't sell it.
No.
Like eBay literally won't let you sell it. Like where do you sell that stuff? Bring it to a coin show, just look like a racist. Like I don't know, I just like hang on.
Just walk in with your head held high and just like, yeah, I have them.
Be like, I have them. Be like, I have a KK. You know,
I have what you're looking for.
You know what I have? Like I bought over a few years ago through a deal. It's like an original KKK membership card.
Yikes.
And then like two like dues receipts of like, you know, the dues that you would pay to be a Klans member. But like, what do you do with that? It's just like it's like on my counter in my house somewhere, but it's like an unused Klan
sitting on your counter.
Yeah, it's like a pile of stuff. It's like an unused Klans card.
One of your kids finds it, like, what's this? Like,
They don't know.
Like, that's the history of America right there.
That's
on a piece
American.
Of paper.
That's white history. No, like I don't know. It's history, man. Like there's there's a Third Reich shooting medal right there on top. You know, like it's just
Yikes.
But you can't sell that stuff. Like, but you know, you buy it. It's
Wink,
history.
wink.
You can't wink it. Like you can't like you can sell it.
Well,
But
I
you
don't want to
can't-
point
you
out
can't
I don't
sell
want
it
to
on
point out
eBay.
the obvious, but
You can't sell
you
it on eBay.
acquired it from somebody, which means that somebody sold it.
No, I don't mean like it's illegal to sell. Like
Yeah.
It's frowned upon.
Like jerking off on an airplane.
Is that illegal?
I think it's. I don't know if it's illegal or not, but
I've never done that before.
me either. I'm not a weirdo.
Too small of a bathroom.
Yeah.
They would know.
I need space.
I would come out so sweaty. He's like, why is this guy sweating profusely in an airplane bathroom? Oh, I hate flying. I got to fly this next week.
I was like that before going into the bathroom when I was on my flight back from India. I was like
How long of a flight is that?
14 hours.
That's a long flight.
And they're 10 and a half hours ahead.
Ugh.
So coming back is an entire day.
It's like
gone.
in a day gone. Yeah.
Going there is cool because you get there and it's like, you don't lose much time.
Yeah.
But coming back, you
Brutal.
lose an entire day. Yeah.
That sucks. Yeah. Ugh, that's a long flight. I'm doing Spain.
I want to talk about what's
wanna talk
wrong
about?
with this fucking generation.
What's wrong with the generation besides that we're godless?
Just taking things and making them weird for no reason.
Like what?
Do you know what this is?
Peace? The peace sign?
Yeah, this is a peace sign.
Okay,
Do you know what
what's-
this peace sign is?
Is that racist?
This is a bisexual peace sign.
Oh. Oh.
You're throwing up a bisexual peace sign?
Well, to
Everybody's been throwing this peace sign up forever.
me, well, to me, that's not peace. This is like, yeah, let me get two. I'll take two of those, you know?
yeah,
Not
but like, this
I
is like take a picture peace sign.
Yeah, like Chuck.
No, everybody's
like
like
this. Yeah, throw it up.
You know, like this. Like,
yeah, peace, bro. Peace.
Yeah,
This is
you're like-
peace. Yeah,
it's like-
this, like let's get a picture. Yeah,
During your 50 Cent era.
yeah. I got a million pictures
when,
like that.
When our friends throwing up the L.
So we were just all bisexual. It's like, I guess if you look at the pictures of us from when we were in our 20s doing that, we probably did look real bisexual.
Yeah. So now this is a bisexual peace sign.
Okay.
And now all of these people on social media are self-diagnosing themselves with adult autism.
I noticed that trend.
What the fuck is that?
I noticed that's a big trend. There's a lot of people out there saying they're autistic.
If you look at the symptoms, we all have adult autism.
I've looked at the Instagram symptom posts. I was like, oh my God, I'm retarded. I've looked at the symptoms like I'm fully
Like,
autistic.
do you enjoy making grilled cheeses at midnight? It's like, yes. Like, you
Yes.
have adult autism.
Do you like not being around people? Yes. You're retarded. I follow this one girl on Instagram. It's her name's Tism Pump, and she's like a workout chick, but she's got autism. She's like tatted up. She looks strong. This girl can help you move a couch, but she just talks about the autism all the time. I'm like, I guess everybody's got autism, right?
I know somebody who's super nice, didn't know, and then all of a sudden, I recognized on their social media page, they had the autism symbol.
What are the colors for autism?
There's an autism symbol. I don't know what the fuck.
It's this.
I'll show you it
off camera.
off camera. Yeah.
Just put the autism symbol right there.
No.
Yeah, put the autism.
But I mean, whatever.
Do they have
I
a
mean,
flag?
No, but this isn't one of those adult. I think
I don't
they
know,
might be
dude.
autistic.
We just grew up in it. I have my cousin. You know my cousin Balin? He's he's autistic.
Did he almost beat up my neighbor? Is it that cousin?
What?
You're saying? Remember you brought your cousin to my house in Sag Harbor one time?
That's my cousin Steven.
And my neighbor
No,
was like,
no.
"You guys are being loud." He's like, "Shut the fuck up and go inside before I beat you." I was like, "That's my neighbor.
No,
you
that's
fucking psycho."
That's my cousin Steven. He's retarded and an alcoholic. No, my cousin Bay. He's like special needs. He's he's autistic. So I don't know. I think this generation of people, I think you're just fucking weird, chick. I have autism. Maybe. What? You're just weird.
Maybe.
You're weird.
I saw
Too many vaccines. All this generation of kids, they're all fully vaccinated. They got all the vaccines.
Yeah, well, I saw a crazy thing that
A little retarded.
California passed that vaccines could be put into its produce, and they don't have to disclose it. So
That's nice.
One Republican state, I forget which state it was, just passed that they have to disclose whether or not the produce has vaccinations in it or not. They don't have to disclose it, so you could be consuming produce with vaccines in it. And not know.
What kind of vaccines?
I don't know.
Just all the vaccines?
Yeah, I guess I don't know.
God,
I didn't click. I didn't pay the 17 cents to read the rest of the story.
You know what? That's why when I did all the farmers markets with the root beer company, I became friends with a lot of farmers. And they all kind of laugh when you talk about grown organically. They're like, yeah, they roll their eyes. The reality is you're better off eating locally than you are eating mass organically.
That makes sense.
You just don't know where the stuff's coming from. You don't know what's happening in these farms. Everything. Oh, we're gonna get salmonella from chicken. No, you're not. You're gonna get fucking salmonella from lettuce, from spinach, from California.
Well, also it might be organic, but then it gets trucked, and who knows how it's transported and what's mixed together with the transportation and
organic is really just it's like people paying money.
It's a buzzword.
There's a farm out in shout out to Quail Hill Farms. They're fucking legit. They're out in East Hampton by Amber Waves and Amagansett area, and they could be organic, but the fertilizer they use isn't certified organic, but it's all stuff that they produce on their own farm.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of it's a stroke fest. You want to pay for this, you want to pay for that, and oh, now you're organic, but you're better off just eating locally.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. If you can. Not every we're blessed. We live in Long Island. It used to be in an agricultural powerhouse. Well, New York State in general was at one point.
Yeah.
But there's so many good produce that are grown on the island. If you can eat locally, do it. Yeah. You don't know what they're doing out in California with my spinach. What are you doing with my spinach, California? Keep the vaccine out of my goddamn spinach.
Yeah, how do you transport it? Are you transporting it with raw meat?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything. Just people,
Gross.
literally people wiping their ass, taking a shit in the field.
Gross.
Wiping their ass. Well, you know what? Where all the problem comes with like salmonella outbreaks and stuff like that through lettuce, it's because they're all next to dairy farms, right? So you could have a lettuce farm or whatever, green farm, which California produces like the majority of the world's leafy greens comes from California. Everywhere in the world you're consuming lettuce, it probably came from California, right? And they're all next to these dairy farms or cattle or whatever, but there's no like regulations like what happens with that waste and that water runoff from the dairy farms. Now it goes into the irrigation system supply, and it's just spraying out like cow poop water all over the lettuce. So that's why you get
That's
these.
why. Well, you're supposed to wash your produce anyway, right?
Yeah, but like, you know,
Some shit doesn't wash off.
yeah, but yeah, some shit doesn't wash off, bro, and some people don't wash their shit. You know, like I don't know if you have poop on your hands. Like, are you just going to run water over it? No, you still got.
I just looked at your hand.
You still got poop
Do
on
the
your hands.
smell check. I think you're okay.
Listen, you use soap and water,
Yeah.
right? People just
Yeah.
sprinkle shit off. Like it's not. You got to get the shit off. But yeah, you got to be careful. Grow your own. I don't know. It's a pain in the ass, though.
That's one of the hard parts about traveling abroad and shaking hands.
Gross.
I don't like to shake hands.
I don't like shaking hands with people much anymore. Like I do when it's appropriate, but like I pound it out.
When I went to India, the guy I went with, who's the CEO of the company, had hand sanitizer on him, and like in a meeting in the Capitol building with the special advisor to the prime minister of the entire country.
Yeah.
He shook his hand and then took out the hand sanitizer and sanitized his hands right there. And then he goes like this to me, and I was like,
You can't be too careful over there, bro.
yeah, why?
You're in India. You'll either get diarrhea or get raped. Like you got to be careful.
Definitely get diarrhea.
You got to be careful over in India.
They'll give
bro.
you some like sour yogurt, warm room temperature drink that they're like, oh, this is delicious. It's like very salty. I'm like, I'm not drinking that. Or like some like room temperature, like fresh squeezed weird fruit juice. I was like, yeah, I'm not drinking that either. I was like, bottled water unopened. Thank you.
You know,
Cold, please.
America's just the greatest country. I remember I went to Italy when I was younger, and like they don't tell you when you go over there. It's like Italy. You don't think third world country, but they don't tell you that they haven't figured out how to make clean ice that doesn't give you diarrhea.
Well, we've
like,
talked about
dude,
we've talked about this before. They invented plumbing but haven't changed it.
they haven't fixed this in Julius Caesar. They haven't improved the plumbing since the creation of indoor plumbing in Italy.
Yeah.
And it's the whole mostly at the major cities all smell like shit. And then the ice just gives. I had the squirts all over Italy, bro. I just want to. I'm sick of having a warm fucking Coke. I just want something cold. Like everything's lukewarm over there.
Yeah.
Ugh. I'm going to Spain this summer. I'm gonna have diarrhea all over Madrid.
Well, you got to ask for cold drinks, but not ice.
Well, I'm just not gonna fuck with the ice.
Tequila, straight, neat.
But that's
Neat
gross.
tequila. Reposado, man. Gotta go reposado.
I'm gonna drink wine over there. I'm gonna drink natural wine, like Action Bronson. I'm gonna smoke hash and drink natural wine.
That's a great idea.
It's a fucking awesome idea.
I like
You
that
kidding me?
idea.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah, sounds great. Go to a bullfight.
That's dope. I would do that.
Yeah, we found a bullfight. We're gonna go check out a bullfight. What if it's sad? You go there and you feel bad. And you watch the bull. You think it's gonna. You're all macho. Oh, it's gonna be fucking badass.
Your experience is going to be predicated on the crowd's reaction. So if the crowd is into it, you're going to be into it. You're not going to be like the lone person there crying because the bull gets killed. It's literally like you're going to the energy. Yeah, but the energy, the vibe. Yeah, I know, but the vibe is what's going to dictate how you feel.
I think I got to
So
get
if people are like,
drunk.
yeah, it's like going to like
Get whacked out.
it's like going to a monster truck rally. You know what I mean?
That's awesome. That's monster trucks, bro.
Yeah, but like you know how like
That's not a
the
bull.
energy like brings it up higher, like the crowd energy.
It's cooler
like,
when people are getting.
Yeah,
I don't know,
when
bro.
people are into it,
I don't know, dude. A truck doing a backflip's always cool.
But like if you were the only one into it and everybody else was like,
How funny would that be if I go there
burning fossil fuels
just to be a dick and to ruin everybody's time and be like, do you know how inhumane this is?
I mean, there's probably going to be like 4 people with like fake cow blood poured on themselves out front, like
I'll fucking
with signs.
I'll touch you with that fake.
And
cow
like you're in
blood.
Europe, so like people will spit on them.
I'm definitely spitting on a protester in Spain. Black guy, fuck you.
Yeah.
Bafangu.
It was like spitting at their feet, like as they're walking into the Coliseum or whatever.
Gypsy scum.
Good times. That sounds like a blast.
It does sound like a blast. Yeah, we got all drunk on wine and go to a bullfight.
I saw a video of the Paralympics.
The Paralympics.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it was fencing. Oh. And they were in wheelchairs.
It's kind of fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of could be actually really modified and super badass sport.
Here's the problem.
What?
So there was I forget what the other country was. It was one country in China. They were competing against each other, and the other country scored a point.
Yeah.
And the person from China was so outraged that they stood up in their wheelchair out of their wheelchair.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the new thing that they're banning the trans athletes? So people are just going to start saying, "Be like, I'm paraplegic."
That's what it looked like to me. Literally stood up out of the chair.
Well, and I won't poke fun because I don't think it's
I'm
funny.
not poking fun.
No, but there is like there is like I think a severity of what you could be like. You can have to use a wheelchair like legally, medically, but like you don't need to use the wheelchair all the time. Like there is that is legitimate.
That makes me think of
that is legitimate to an extent, but I mean it's fucking China, so it might just be a guy who's like a world champion fencer and like, no, you go in wheelchair. You fight him in wheelchair.
yeah.
You roll.
Like
you roll there now.
You suck at fencing, so we're gonna put you in the Paralympics.
Like you be best Paralympic fencer.
Yeah, you can't do the accent.
Otherwise, you bring shame family. You shame family.
Is that like Mr. Wong?
You shame your family. You Elvis Aaron Presley.
That makes me think of that movie with Jason Bateman where he plays the
Bing Crosby.
Zach Braff. Zach Braff and like his baby and his wife moved to like her hometown, and like he works for like her ex who's in like a wheelchair and takes him to play like murder ball. And like he gets in the, he's like, "Is this cool?" He's like, "Oh yeah, our friends do it all the time." So he like gets in the wheelchair, he's playing murder ball, and then at the end of it, he like stands up, and then they beat the shit out of him because they didn't know he wasn't like in a wheelchair for real.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, we should do that. We should pretend to be. I think that's too fucked up. You're gonna pretend.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Shout out to Nassau County for banning trans athletes in county facilities. Did you hear about that?
I did not, but I've been seeing it all over the place.
The NYSS, the New York Sports something or other. They're suing Nassau County for the banning of trans athletes in county facilities.
I mean, it's really foolish to make the argument that a biological woman and a biological male don't have significant differences, especially in athletics.
Yeah, they do.
Right. But that's the argument that they're making. Like, they do. They
you
do.
Know, it's funny because like I just look at it like I look at it like a different point of view. Like, yeah, it's stupid. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. But like, I'm a dad of girls, right? And like especially the swimming thing, that like chapped my ass because you know my daughter, my first wife, Amanda, she's a swimmer, like a legit swimmer, and like I know that whole process. Like I know like the dedication it takes, not only for the children but for the parents
to get your kid.
Well, I know, right? So that dedication it takes to get to that point, and then to just be like, what you have to bend over for that? Like that's so offensive.
I saw her.
But where are the parents? Where are the parents? I think about like my dad. We know my dad. Right? No, dude. If I was a collegiate swimmer,
yeah,
and I'm like, Dad, Ted, there's this fucking guy here. He's saying he's a girl now. He gets changed. Everybody's got to see his fucking cock. He's he's competing with us. My father would have been up at that college within an hour. And he would have been at the president of that. You know, my father would have they would have been, Big Ted would have been that college's worst nightmare. He would have fucking sued them. He would have gone right to the directors. Yo, it would have been a thing. Where were their parents? Where were
that
their parents?
Girl is suing.
Yeah, okay, now she's suing now.
Yeah, but you heard the story. She just did a podcast. You heard the story, right?
No, because I didn't want to listen to a 2-hour podcast about that. It's not interesting enough to me.
Okay, they competed against each other.
Okay,
championship, whatever.
Yeah.
They tied, got the exact same time. And the official walked up to her and was like, "Sorry, you know, we can't give you the trophy, right?"
It's fucked up.
Gave it to the other person.
Yeah.
That's why she's suing.
Okay, she should be suing anyway. Where were the parents? Where was the outrage from the parents? Because again, it's
all this DEI inclusion, bro. No, it's fucking sickness.
Yeah, but where are the
sickness?
Where are the parents? Where are the parents? Okay, because like if you're a collegiate swimmer, you're a parent. You've been taking that kid to out-of-state swim meets for fucking years. Like, dude, that's an insane. It's like hockey, right? If you're like a hockey parent, that's a ridiculous dedication. Massive, massive fucking commitment, right?
Yeah.
It's like, you're okay with that as a parent to watch your daughter lose to a dude? Oh, hey, what's up? Sorry, come back a little bit. To lose to somebody who's a guy, like, that doesn't fucking infuriate. Not thinking about the time and all the money that you put into getting your kid to swim to get a scholarship at a top tier fucking college. That doesn't infuriate you? Where are the parents? I just think about my dad. My dad would have sued everybody. He would have been up the president of the school's fucking ass within a day. Yeah. And like, I don't understand why the parents just sit idly. Now this girl's suing, good, and I hope, and she will win. Yeah. The girl's going to win a ton to get a ton of money off that. But she would probably rather just have the notoriety of being a top level swimmer because she put the work in.
Yeah, but now her case is not great for the cause because she tied the other person's time.
It doesn't matter. She tied swimming is based off of tenths of a second. Right. Tenths of a second. This guy was coming in as one of the most dog shit male swimmers.
Right.
But he was beating people with like in a second. Like that's the comparison is just so crazy if you think about like a foot race, like what that means and the difference. Like so she tied, she's still the best, he's still the worst.
One of the worst. Yeah.
That tying nobody would remember his name in a male
100%
in a male sport.
100%.
So she'll win, she'll sue, and she's going to win. Yeah. But it shouldn't have gotten to that. Like, where were the parents? Where were the dedicated sports parents who didn't have a fucking problem with that? I would have a problem with that as a parent. Yeah. I would have a problem. I'm sorry, like, Big Ted, he would have been all over that. Yeah. I would have felt bad for the school. What would my father would have done to the school if I had to get changed? If I was a girl and I had to get changed with some fucking 6'4" guy with his cock swinging around in the locker room? Where were the parents? I'm sorry. And those kids kept swimming. They kept swimming. I would parent, stop. You don't want to do it? You don't have to do it. You'll go to another college. Another college will take you. Don't worry about the scholarship. This is ridiculous.
I don't want to lose my scholarship.
I mean,
you make a thing of it. Social media. You're on fucking Fox News within.
Not to make it the same thing, but like boycotting the events or boycotting the competing at that. Similar to like the like kneeling situation. You know what I mean?
No, the kneeling situation is bullshit.
I'm not saying the agenda or the motive behind it, but I'm saying similar tactics could have been taken. I'm not going to compete this way. You know what I mean? The entire field decides that they're not going to compete this way. Yeah. And then you don't have an event.
That's what I'm saying. Like the kneeling thing, like those guys all wanted to make a stink because it's cool, but they're all worried about their fucking money. So they knelt and they stood right back up and they played the fucking game.
You don't remember what happened originally. Originally, the NBA boycotted playing. Yeah. And then the NBA met with the players union and they were like, how do we avoid doing this? Like, we cannot have a night where nobody's playing ever again. Well, let alone wearing black t-shirts.
Yeah. Well, there's no players union for the kids.
No, you're right.
And that's the thing. So it's fucked up, and they had to sit there. But I blame it on the parents. Honestly, I blame that. You can say, oh, it's society, and why are we even at a point where there's trans athletes? But it's the parents' fault. The parents stood by and they let their kids deal with that bullshit. They let their children get embarrassed on a national fucking stage instead of just stepping in and saying, no, this isn't okay. I'm going to pull my daughter out, talk to the other parents, say, you're going to deal with this shit? No, we're going to get a lawyer. We're going to pull our kids out. They're not going to compete. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. We're going to get a lawyer. Yeah. My friend do on Fox News, and that's that. And we're going to put a fucking stop to this. Now,
my brother knows Chris Cuomo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Chris Cuomo. Yeah, like how good of a story is that? You're a parent, you contact Fox News, this is what's going on. They'll be like, you can come on tomorrow. Yeah. You're on Fox News within a day. Like it was you just needed an obnoxious parent who likes suing people.
I'm sure there's been plenty in different realms. There's different
you don't hear about it.
Yeah.
The fact that this girl is suing now, 2 years later, this is going on forever, bro. Yeah. In college, you graduate. In college, get a job. College is over. You got student loan debt now.
Maybe the job market's not so good.
Maybe the job market's not so good.
Statute of limitations, 7 years.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, I don't know. I blame the parents. I think the parents could have rallied up and stood against that, and they could have made a change with that. They put it on. You can't blame the children. They're children. They're college athletes. They're still kids. Yeah. They're fucking kids. They don't know how to write checks. Let alone stand up for for something like that. It's not okay. It's terrible. It's not okay. It's not okay. And for the record, I have nothing against trans people. I don't.
I don't either.
I don't. I have a friend who's transition, a coin friend, and that's his thing now. And like, I have no issues with that. He's a friend of mine. Doesn't bother me. But like, dude,
yeah,
you're not a chick.
Yeah,
you can't be competing in like a women's swimming event. Like, let's just be real.
Well, that begs the question: do they make a new division? Right?
Sure.
If there's enough,
just
participation.
Yeah, there's enough participation.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, I don't think there is, because I think the media would let you believe that everybody's trans now. I don't think it's nearly as many people. And if there was just a sole trans, it wouldn't be that many people. There wouldn't be much of a competition.
All it's going to take is.
But what are you going to do? You're just going to watch a bunch of like subpar male athletes with long hair now compete?
Well,
like,
if you think about it that way, right?
You're still watching just men's sports.
Think about a trans female, which is a biological male, right?
Yeah.
Who, let's say, isn't an NBA quality player, but is still like 6'5", right?
Like a D3 college, a D2, D3 college basketball
and then
player.
goes to the WNBA and
just
dunking on everyone,
smokes everybody,
just dunking on everybody. You know what I mean?
Is that a problem then?
Of course it is.
No, but I'm saying, like,
it might drive up viewership, and the WNBA wouldn't be losing so much money. Maybe.
See, that would be sick, because like your WNBA games are trash.
They're boring.
They're boring as fuck.
I just saw a clip. A comedian was making fun of it. He's like, "How many layup highlights do I have to watch?"
It's the worst. It's just the worst. Yeah, like
they're like all excited, like, "Oh, and she's out on the breakaway, and it's a layup."
Oh my god, yeah. Could you imagine? Just like you got like a D3 ball player, the D2, D3 ball player, and he just goes
like
transition.
a 6'6", like dunker
monster.
Yeah,
just
getting in the lane and just fucking eviscerating Brittany Griner,
just crossing up everybody. Yeah. So trans guy just built like LeBron James, just fucking playing the body.
100 points would be easy. Seriously, nobody would be able to guard him.
Yeah, see, that's the thing that is
like girls play more physical. It's like, bro, if he could jump off standing off 2 feet and dunk a basketball, it's over.
Isn't it like a smaller ball too?
Yes.
So he's just like, he's just doing whatever he wants.
Joanna man.
Yeah, just buckets, fucking Kobe all day. Oh man, that'd be crazy. But yeah, I don't know. Like, is that a problem then?
I don't know.
No, you know what? I don't think it's a problem when it's adults. Let them figure it out. I think it's a problem when kids are still involved. If you're still a kid, you're in college, in high school, that's not okay. It's not okay. Because it's very rarely like women transitioning to play men's sports. That's why I don't think it's fair. You know? Mm-hmm. It isn't fair. When do you hear about women going to play like a man's sport and like dominating? You don't. It's always like men playing like a women's sport, and it's just like, it's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair at all. It's fucked up.
I mean, there's really no argument, right? So if a trans male that was a biological female wanted to compete at the highest level, like, it's not going to happen. Depending on the sport. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, so it's still the argument that the men are just the superior sex.
Athletically. Athletically. There's just like...
It's science. Like, you can't...
Muscle.
Bone density and
muscle.
Yeah.
Like fat percentage.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
You can't do that.
Yeah. Fast twitch energy, whatever. Speaking of commitment, I got something. Do you know who Amanda Bynes is?
Yeah, the actress. She lost
the child
her mind.
Star.
Yeah, she's a total shit show now. Okay. Hot mess.
Yeah, hot mess.
Hot mess. Yeah.
So she has this dream, right? Her dream is to become a manicurist.
Okay.
She keeps failing the state exam. And it's like, where is your commitment and passion for you? Like, oh, my only dream is I want to be a manicurist. I want to have my own shop. But you keep failing. You keep failing the test. Practice.
Not to like, I would have to imagine that it's like, I don't want to discredit like manicurists.
I don't know how hard it is. I don't know.
But there's a lot of fucking manicurists.
Like, to be failing it multiple times and to be on social media saying that it's your passion, like, You got to dedicate a little more effort into your craft.
How many times she taken it?
Multiple. I think 3 or 4.
I'm gonna make sure it's 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
How do you? Phone ring. Just want to make sure it's still going. Yeah, it can't be. It can't be that hard.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But you keep posting that it's my dream. My dream is to be a manicurist, but like you don't have any dedication. Where's the hard work? If that's really your dream, you would be the best manicurist of all time.
It's a dedication to your craft.
Yeah.
Stop smoking
I'm not
crack.
feeling it. You don't want it. You don't want it enough, Amanda Bynes. You don't want it enough.
Because she still got that Disney Channel money, probably.
I don't know if she does or not. Probably. She did like movies.
Yeah, she was like a big actress. Well,
Yeah.
like a kid actress.
I mean, yeah, like I think she was an adult, wasn't she? I don't know. I don't know.
Whatever.
But
Probably like our age.
Show me you want it. If that's what you really want, show me you want it.
Show me you want it, Amanda Bynes.
Yes.
I'm not buying it.
Show me you want it.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah, I don't buy it at all. I don't think you really want it. I don't think you really want it that bad.
She got that Disney Channel money.
You'd be like David Goggins going after it if you really wanted it. Hey, Amanda Bynes, who's going to carry the boats and the logs?
Who's going to carry the French tip manicures, Amanda Bynes?
And then also, if she does pass, or when she does pass.
Who's letting Amanda Bynes do her nails?
With the heart tattoo on her face and like the crazy eyebrows and like the toxic bleach blonde hair.
Someone will let her do her nails. There's somebody
I mean,
out there.
I'm sure because she's Amanda Bynes, a lot of people will let her.
Somebody will let her do the nails.
But like, do you really want to let somebody? It's like getting in an Uber, right? But knowing that your Uber driver failed the driving test like 4 times, how would you feel? You know what I mean? Or like you're a pilot of an airplane, but the pilot failed the.
Welcome to American Airlines, everybody, for Captain Steve's first flight.
Even that they didn't fail, that they
Fuck
just barely passed. You know what I mean? Would you feel good about it?
Yeah, like, do you want a pilot with a passing grade?
Right.
Or do you want like a Top Gun pilot?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you want Amanda Bynes or do you want an Asian woman who's working to buy her freedom?
I'll one up you, an Asian male that works at a nail salon. I mean, they got to be good, right?
They are good. They're the best. The Asian males, they're the best. Yeah, you ever get a pedicure? It's nice. It's nice.
I just have nice nails. I don't need
that's a manicure, not a pedicure. Is your feet?
Nah, I don't like feet.
I'm that way too. I don't want people touching my feet, but you get your feet in the water, and you get that strong.
You get the fish that eat the shit off your feet.
Nah, they don't do that. They just soak your feet and they scrub you, and you get those strong Asian
hands,
the strong Chinese hands. Oh my god, dude! With the massage chair and everything. Oh, it's fucking nice, bro. Yeah, it's nice.
How'd you get started doing that? Your daughter?
Yeah, I would take her to get a little manicure and her feet done. I was like, I'll do it. It was your daddy. I was like, I'll do it. Why not? Whatever. And I was like, oh, this is nice. Like,
now you go by yourself.
I haven't been in forever. It's expensive. It's a lot of money. It's fucking everything's expensive, but yeah, it's not cheap. So you gotta treat yourself. It's not cheap. You know.
Yeah.
You want to see something cool I bought from a crackhead a couple weeks ago?
That'll segue perfectly into my crackhead story. Let's go.
I don't know if he was a crackhead. He's probably done
addiction problems. Definitely some sort of addiction problem
that he needed, like
probably prescription pills or something.
Some type of thing that he needed to sell me garbage at 7:30 at night.
Yeah.
And he had these things. He's like, I think they're real. I don't know if they're real. I was like, let me see them. And he gave me.
I think they're real. That's my favorite.
I was like, all right. And 2 Michael Jordan Fleer rookie cards.
Oh, I've seen these. I looked them up. Are they real?
Well, this is the Grail. Yeah, you've seen this is like the holy grail. I owned one of these before, like a real one.
Are they real though?
I don't think so. They're really good fakes. I think. I saw it. I looked at them and I was like, wow. I'm like, you got 2. And he had this whole story. He was like, yeah, my uncle. He's like, my uncle worked for like the Banana crime family back in the day.
Well, these are both 57 of 132. These are both number 57 of 132.
That's the card in the series of there's 132 cards for Fleer. Okay. Yeah, but this is the Jordan rookie, and he's like, yeah, my uncle, he collected money. He was for the Banana crime family back in the day, and he would get stuff sometimes. And my mom had these in her drawer for years, so he was under the assumption that his gangster uncle got these as some type of payment, and they've been in the mother's drawer forever.
Well, how do you verify that they're real? Where do you go?
I'm just the fucking man.
Where does the guy go?
Well, you have things to look at. So, like, the card looks good, right? There's a lot of telltale signs where it would lead you to believe that it's real. But the reverse of the card, see how it's shiny? has a little shine to it.
Yeah.
The reverse of the original one is matte. There's no gloss to the.
And they're both like that.
They're both like that. And I showed
Boulder
it to,
Dash.
I showed it to a couple of people.
And what'd they say?
They all said no go, that they're not good.
Can I have one then?
Well, no. Because I don't know. There's always that chance. There's the addict degenerate order in me that these are real.
I wouldn't sell it.
No, I wouldn't ever sell. I can't. They're not. I would if I sell them. I have to sell them as not genuine.
You know how I know it's fake?
I could send them in to get graded, but
That guy right there, he's not from 1986.
that guy's definitely from '92. But yeah, then the guy and I lost the guy's number, and then I never hit him back again. And then he like sent me this the crackhead sent me this aggressive text message, like a week later. He goes, I never heard anything about those cards. Kind of funny that if they were real, maybe you would have told me. Like he assumed that they're real, and I just like kept them from him. And I was like, no, your cards are fake, bro. I'm like, I'll be at the office all day Monday if you want to come pick them up. And he never texted me back. I'm like, you fucking loser. But I wish they were real because this guy was so desperate.
I know you're a cheap fuck. You know they're fake. And I was like, let me get one. You're like, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Because he still might come back for them.
Fuck him.
I know, fuck him. But I wish they were real because this guy was so desperate for money.
Yeah.
I could have bought these for dick. I could have got these for like $1,000 for the pair, probably. Yeah.
Wow.
That would have been nice.
So
Off center. I don't know. These probably would have graded like a 6
sorry.
or a 7. Then they're worth like $4 or $5 grand each.
That's crazy. If they were real.
Yeah. Maybe I'll send them to get graded one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you see how the back. This is like a Mario.
Is that real?
Yeah, this is a real rookie.
What is this worth?
I don't know. Probably not much. But you see how the back of that, the front is gloss and the back is not. The back is matte. That's what those cards are like.
Same guy?
No, those I've had these for a while. Crackheads.
Trying
to pull one over
I
on
heard
me.
a crackhead 911 call
Yeah.
on the internet. And crackhead broke into a Pizza Hut
Okay.
and ate a pizza.
Yeah.
And then called the cops on himself and said he was Jesus Christ. He said, I came down from heaven. He's like, because all these heathens are doing so much sinning that I needed to come down and show everybody I'm here. But I got hungry and I wanted a pizza, so I broke the glass on the front door, made myself a pizza and ate it. And they're like, okay, what's your name? He's like, Jesus. He's like, what's your last name? He's like, Christ.
Jesus Christos.
He's like, can you describe what you look like? He goes, I look like Jesus Christ.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, it's they do the homeless people just do that, commit a crime, and they just go to jail for like a couple of months, and they get a place to live.
But if Jesus Christ comes back, do you think he's going to Pizza Hut for a pizza? Come on.
I think if Jesus Christ,
you don't think Jesus Christ knows the good pizza spots?
Maybe he doesn't.
Pizza Hut.
You think just assuming Jesus Christ is from New York? He's from the Middle East. The fuck does he know about pizza?
Jesus Christ can see everything.
Doesn't mean, yeah. I don't know. It could be.
I took a break. From saving all these sinners for a slice. So I let myself in, and I made myself a pizza.
Jesus, maybe I think Jesus would go to Domino's because he'd be like, "I'm Jesus. I know
Picture Dave Chappelle telling that joke.
I know the best pizza. Ain't nothing like a slice of Domino's. Tell me otherwise."
Pizza Hut.
One bite, one review. You know the deal. That'd be cool. Yeah, I think if Jesus came back, no one would believe him anyway. So it could just be a homeless person breaking into fucking Domino's. Who knows?
Yeah, I think there would be like an endless amount of miracles he would have to perform to get validation that it was him.
Nobody would. There would be
David Copperfield turns water into wine. Like I've seen that.
It'd be like
David Blaine could stick a sword through his arm. Like
It'd be like, oh, did you see the pocket it? Yeah, it'd be like, I know they do it with mirrors. It's like a mirrors. David Copperfield did have mirrors.
I saw that Netflix special where the magician ruined all the magic tricks.
Yeah. Fuck off, dude. People, there would be people. There'd be most of the world wouldn't even believe that Jesus is real. They'd be arguing about it.
Yeah, that's why I said like unlimited amount of miracles he would have to perform to prove all the cynics that he was legit.
No one would be impressed. Nobody would be impressed. They'd be like,
yeah,
gay. They'd be like, Jesus, you're gay. Oh man.
In Times Square. Go sit down, nerd.
Sit down, nerd. We've seen this one.
Yeah.
But you never see the David Blaine. I've seen David Blaine levitate before. It's not that cool, dude.
Don't you see Spider-Man over there pretending to shoot webs through his hands? Get in line.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a picture with the Cookie Monster. You fucking freak.
Yeah, go to the School of Scientology down the street.
Yeah, there's a magic speakeasy in the Flatiron district you can go work at. I went to one of those places a couple weeks ago. I tell you that?
No.
It was like it's a speakeasy, but it's for magic. I went for a friend's birthday.
Yeah, let me say it. Gay.
It was fucking cool. It was cool. It was cool. You walk in there and it's like a laundromat.
Yeah.
And you go through the clothes and it looks like this old like gambling hall opium den.
Where is it?
It's like right across from Italy.
In the city?
In Manhattan. It's like literally right across from Italy. Like here's Italy, and it's like down the block. It's in oh my god, where is it? Italy. Holy shit.
I might go there tomorrow.
Italy's
No. The magician.
It's cool,
The
dude.
magician bar.
It's so cool. And they do like a main stage of magicians, and they have all these tables, and then like all the different magicians come out to each table.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
It's fucking cool.
Back in the day when you used to go to bars, there was this same like street magician kid.
Yeah.
And he'd always like try and hit on girls.
Yeah,
and,
well, that's annoying at a bar.
And I had a girl, the girl I was dating at the time, and he was like flirting with her, and I was like, just go away.
Yeah, well, that's annoying.
Like, oh, go bend another fork. And I like took the fork and threw it on the floor, and I was like, beat it. Like, it's annoying.
It's annoying at a bar, but you're going here for the magic. So like,
Are they annoying like that?
no, they're cool. It's awesome. Everybody's like different. I like magic growing up as a kid. I always thought it was so
I know
cool,
why.
dude. Yeah, why? Why? Because I'm bisexual.
Yeah, that's why. That's why.
Yeah, magic's cool. All this shit. I got a kick out of it. Then my friend, with people, they're like, "Oh, I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude." I'm like, "Yeah, I know how he's doing the tricks." I'm like, "But it's magic. Fucking don't ruin it. Don't ruin the magic."
I was just thinking about this thing.
Yeah.
Remember when back in the day, George Bush was like in the Middle East coming off a plane, and he did the peace sign, and they were like, "That's the middle finger in this country," or whatever. Like, it's the same stupid concept.
I don't know, bro. People are just fucking.
Dumb. People are just dumb.
People are just dumb.
You see it? Like,
So dumb.
Did you see you didn't watch State of the Union, did you?
No.
Bro, the amount of people that were angry about it because they're on the right,
Yeah.
and the amount of people that were energized about the path of this country because they're on the left, it's just so stupid. They're just words. They're just
stupid.
words.
So
Literally,
stupid.
the guy is just reading off a teleprompter of somebody else's written word.
Not his words.
Exactly.
Not his
And
words.
it means nothing. Literally nothing.
Means nothing.
Nothing.
It's talking points. It's just talking
That's
points.
magic right there. Fucking herding sheep, making people believe that they're going to do a fucking thing. They're not going to do anything.
Bread and circuses, bro. That's it. Just little talking points. Little beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
What's the point? What's the point of it all?
It was very like I don't care either way. Like, but it was very like divisive. It was very combative. Like he was going at the other side.
Yeah.
And the other side was chiming in when he was saying something, screaming out lies.
Yeah.
And then he would like look at them and he's like, "Oh, it's right there in the bill. I assume you guys can read." Like,
Yeah,
like, all right, good for you. Snarky comments. Like,
You didn't read that, Joe Biden.
yeah, like fuck off.
You didn't read that,
Fuck
bro.
off.
Stop it, bro. I don't know. Everything is. It's all talking points. Everything. It's interesting. I'd be curious. I'm very curious to see where we're going to be in like another
George
year.
Soros talking points.
Yeah.
You read the book, George Soros. Bohemian Grove's real.
Bohemian Grove's real. The reptile people.
They're making the birds gay now.
The aliens aren't from another planet. They're already here. Subterranean. Under the water. I don't know, dude. We're fucked. No, we're not. Everything's going to be fine.
We'll be fine.
Everything's going to be fine.
We'll get a podcast deal well before anything bad happens. Yeah. Make just enough money to forget anything's bad.
That'll be. We'll get the deal right before we sign. The nukes come the day before
Before
we're
the
rich.
check hits.
The day before the check hits, and we just live a life of luxury and debauchery
For one day.
for one day.
Actually, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, just get it all out of the way. Give me a week with money.
A solid 24 hours of just debauchery, and then
Yeah, but
the light goes out.
yeah, but you know what though? Like, how much more debauchery could we have with like
A lot.
Yeah, but like what? More fun
A lot.
than like other debauchery I've had in my life?
A lot.
Yeah, like what?
lot.
Like what?
I don't know.
Like what? Like
A lot.
what do you like? What do you do with money that you could have more of a debauched time? Just like
Go the Stephen Hawking route.
a bunch of like hookers, get like a bunch of
Go
like
the
prostitutes.
go the Stephen Hawking route and have a chalkboard a little too high with small people that can't really reach it, trying to solve mathematic equations.
Yeah, but I think
while I play Battleship with a hooker.
I think you could probably do that without being wildly.
I don't think that you
rich.
really processed what I just painted, the picture that I painted for you.
Yeah, I got the picture.
No.
Is that debauch? That's like that's gonna
That's
give
not
me
debauchery?
That's how I want to go out my last day on Earth.
No, because you're a dad. You're gonna go out with your kids and like with like a loving family. I don't have any. I don't have love. So I would go out being visually stimulated and
I might go out.
Entertained.
I might go out with debauchery.
Yeah.
My kids would just fucking complain the whole time anyway. They would just complain the whole time anyway.
playing Battleship with a hooker while two little people solve math equations on a board that's too high for them to reach. And then the light goes out.
And it just
Fade to black.
Just blips. You just feel heat, and then it just.
Yeah.
And then you're in the next life.
Yeah, then I'm questioning whether or not I sunk her carrier. You know what I mean?
Oh, and you're just floating in the abyss of.
Like I should have played B7. Fuck.
Yeah, you're just floating in the abyss of nothingness.
Yeah.
He's just like, damn.
Replaying all of your moves on Battleship.
Zero regrets, except for not sinking her frigate.
I knew it was at D7. Fuck.
God damn it! Almost got the frigate.
Exactly. See, what's wrong with that? That's the way I want to go, right? The most absurd, like nothing, like non-stressful event leading to Fade to Black.
It'd be fun to do that in Hong Kong's one day in Hong Kong's like your last day. You're there, and that would be a good time.
You're just working the drill dough, and then
I was literally get out of my brain, get out of my mind, bro. I was just thinking that,
just running the drill dough, and then it goes to black,
and you just. And you're just floating in the abyss with a fucking drill dough.
Oh, it goes with you.
Yeah, you just
whatever's in your hand at the time, it's just fucking.
It's a fucking Sawzall with a giant dildo attached to it.
Just running it constantly. You're like, why can't I put this fucking thing down?
I'm like floating in space, and I just use the thrust of the drill dough of the Sawzall, the reciprocating dildo, and just
See, that's how they could have made. That's how Adam Sandler could have made Spaceman better,
Oh yeah, they should have gave him a Sawzall with a dildo on it.
and that could have propelled him through space.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh, that's fucking class right there, dude.
amazing.
That is amazing. Yeah, end of the world.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're getting close. Jake Paul's fighting Mike Tyson. Did you hear the rules of that?
No.
I don't know if this is true or this is real yet, but it's going to be at AT&T Stadium,
Okay.
which holds 92,000 people.
Okay.
They've never done a turnout, even in Saudi Arabia. They didn't have it. They did terrible numbers, Jake
Okay.
Paul. But Mike Tyson will do good numbers.
Yeah.
Apparently, Jake Paul gets to wear headgear. Yeah. And then there's some stipulation that he could actually tag his brother in for like 30 seconds or something in the fight.
Gay.
Right. I'm like, oh,
Gay.
I'm like, why don't you just do it the way that, like, you remember Rocky when he did like the charity event with Hulk Hogan? Like, that's essentially what it is.
Yeah. You know what though? Whatever, because it's not a real boxing match. So it's just they're exhibition boxing. So it's whatever. It's entertainment. Go for it.
I keep watching.
You know what? Sure, because did you really think it was going to be a real boxing match? Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson. That's going to be a real match? No, it does. They're nothing matches.
All the clips of Mike Tyson hitting mitts.
Furious.
Yeah, but it's the same combination.
That's what he got. That's what that Mike Tyson threw the same combo his whole career. He was just violently powerful and fast.
Yeah, but like against Roy
savage.
Jones, there was no headshots, right?
Yeah.
So like he couldn't do that combination.
Yeah, you can.
That was just the money thing. That was a money check.
That was a check. Roy Jones Jr.
I think this is going to be for a check.
Obviously,
Listen, if
it's
Mike
not for a
Tyson
belt.
if Mike Tyson lets Jake Paul knock him out, I'm going to be very mad.
I don't think. I think it's got to be in like if they're talking about weird rules, it's got to be a thing where like
you don't an exhibition has to be.
You don't knock Tyson out. Tyson doesn't get knocked out.
I mean, Jake Paul's fighting tomato cans anyway.
Could you imagine?
Literally, like guys are diving in the fights against him.
Could you imagine if Tyson just fucking hit him with a
dive.
whap, 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 and just fucking lit him up
And ended his fucking
just exploded his ribs? Like, he doesn't need to hit him with a headshot. He get him with those
liver. Nice liver shot.
Yeah, dude, just fucking blast your kidneys, breaks a couple of your ribs. Like, I hope he goes off on him, but he won't. It'll be the most bullshit. I'll catch the highlights. I'll catch the highlights on Instagram the next day.
I can't imagine them packing out that stadium for that fight. Though.
Where's the AT&T Stadium?
Dallas. It's Cowboy Stadium.
Oh,
92,000 people.
no, it's not gonna 92,000 people.
They're gonna have to Oakland A's style and rope off the top level because there's not gonna be anybody in there.
I mean, how much is a ticket to go to a shitty exhibition match?
Probably expensive.
And then to go to Dallas too, it's one thing if it's in Vegas. Well,
Dallas
now you're
is
in
a good
Vegas.
city. Dallas is good.
I've never been to Dallas. So I'm not shitting on it, but it's not oh, we're gonna go to the pole fight in Vegas. Now you're in Vegas at least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now you're in, I don't know. Doesn't seem like a great destination to go to a shitty fight. And how much is a ticket, you think?
It's probably gonna be expensive. It's got to be expensive.
I mean, yeah.
Just to turn the lights on in that place has to be fucking expensive. I bet that's the whole thing with
it's got
to turn the lights on at Madison Square Garden is $500,000 just to turn the lights on.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Right. Now picture a place that has one of the largest TV screens,
and then your stages
they have a
and everything. Yeah.
huge monitor in the middle, at the top of the stadium.
Well, it's millions of dollars to put on an event like that, a boxing event. I mean,
but Saudi, they were doing it in Saudi, because
they're just throwing money at them, paying for everything.
The royal family, the entertainment minister or whatever was we'll put these on, but they didn't make money doing them. So they were we'll never have a non-professional event again.
Yeah. Well, because you just can't I mean, because you're not. They take bets. Can you take a bet on a pole fight?
On an exhibition, I don't think so.
I don't think so. So if you can't put bets on, there's really no money in it.
I think actually that's not true. I think you can bet it because I'm pretty sure people were betting on Logan versus Floyd, and that was an exhibition.
Yeah, I guess you can bet on anything.
Yeah, even though the outcome's already predetermined, probably.
Yeah, you can bet on anything, but why would you bet on a Logan Paul, Jake Paul fight? Whatever, who cares? If you're gonna watch that fight, as a serious boxing fan, you're just probably not a serious boxing fan anyway. They're not real boxing matches.
I mean, do you really want to see 57-year-old Mike Tyson tomato can against Jake Paul? I want to see 57-year-old Mike Tyson
I'd love to see
try to win.
I would love to see 57-year-old Mike Tyson hit Jake Paul the way I think 57-year-old Mike Tyson is far more terrifying than young prime Mike Tyson.
No.
Something about that, just that crazy old man strength,
out of jail against Peter McNeely, storming
terrifying.
the fucking gates.
Terrifying.
When Peter McNeely is bobbing back and forth and his eyes are just following him.
I mean,
absolutely terrifying.
There is no other
out of jail to Mike Tyson is the scariest one.
There's not a more terrifying athlete than Mike Tyson.
No.
But just something about the 57, the old man strength Mike Tyson is just fucking scary. How fast.
You mean that TRT?
Whatever,
that
bro.
TRT Tyson.
That TRT old man strength Tyson. He's so quick. Yeah, if he would really go in and try to actually put Paul down, that would be dope. But it's not going to be like that.
Well, that's what Joe Rogan said. He was the first time he had him on the show, he was docile and on high and very calm. And then he moved to Austin, had a small table and had Tyson on, and Tyson was getting ready for the Roy Jones fight and was basically grabbing the table and aggression, and he was terrified, so he got a big table again.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I'll watch the highlights on Instagram. That's the best they'll get out of me.
I'll pirate stream the fight.
Yeah, you can't pay for that.
Why would you pay for that? We wasted it. I feel bad. I made Jimmy order it when we were in North Carolina.
I didn't understand
why
he rented that.
I thought it was going to be an actual fight. It was not a fight.
Why would you think it would be a real fight? Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Sucked. What was that? Logan versus Dylan Dennis, right?
Yeah.
Dylan Dennis just stood there and let him get hit and got punched a million times.
But why wouldn't you? You get made millions of dollars and you just get kind of beat up by one of the Paul brothers on TV.
He didn't though. He didn't get knocked down or anything.
Yeah, he didn't really get his ass kicked that bad. They just, they can't. Yeah, he made a few $1 million and You know, like Jones, let him beat him up, let him fucking knock him out. You know, made more money in that fight than he did probably his entire career as a UFC fighter.
100%.
You know, so like, why not? Yeah, boxing. I like boxing. I'd love to go. That's one fight, one sporting event I'd love to go to. It's a boxing match.
I've been to a boxing match. I'm in Atlantic City. I saw Joe Smith Jr. He's the one that knocked. He's from Shirley. He knocked Bernard Hopkins out of the ring.
Oh, okay.
I saw him. It was a fight. So he fought some guy from Philly, and we were sitting right behind the guy from Philly's family, and right in front of the guy from Philly's family was Joe Smith Jr.'s family from Shirley.
Yeah.
So like we're like a few rows back, and like literally in the middle of the fight, they just started brawling.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy.
It's funny.
It was wild. And it was a small venue, like the one in Atlantic City is like very small, and it was just like
Was that like a casino or something?
yeah. But it was fucking nuts. It was. I'd say it was a really good time.
cool.
It was a lot of fun. It was like a Friday night ESPN boxing thing. Like it was like it was like on ESPN.
Yeah. They do some
Fight
boxing
night or whatever.
where they do matches in the Paramount in Huntington. Yeah, they do some boxing stuff there. I used to use this girl for tastings. I met her.
Was that do professionals fight there?
Yeah. This girl I used to use for liquor tastings. Her brother is a boxer. This guy, Cletus the Hebrew Hammer Selden. That's his name. He's from Shirley too, I think. And he's fucking legit. Like,
What a fucking name.
yeah, check out Cletus Selden, the Hebrew Hammer.
Cletus Selden doesn't sound like a white guy,
He's very white.
let alone a Jewish guy.
He's white. He's Jewish. He got a mullet. He's fucking dirty, dude. Check. Like, he's look him up. He's like ranked. He's real deal. Like real deal. Fucking.
I wonder if he trains at a
legit.
Unique like Joe Smith.
No, I don't think he trains out in Unique. I don't know. I honestly, I follow him on. I think I follow him on like Facebook or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like super legit. But yeah, he's pro, and they fight out of there. I think he's fighting. He had a fight in the Garden or something like that. But yeah, this box, you just got to know about it. You know, it's like one of those things. Like if you don't know, why would you know? But
Yeah.
it'd be fun to check one out. Go to some type of combat sporting event.
Yeah, I like it. That and hockey are my favorite live sporting events.
Hockey's awesome. Hockey's awesome
yeah.
to watch.
It's the best live sporting event.
It is.
Honestly, hockey playoffs is the best professional sport playoff as well.
Hockey's fun.
Yeah, I love hockey.
I haven't been to a hockey game in forever.
So, yeah, I haven't, me either. Honestly, I haven't been to a hockey game in 2 years, a year. I went last year.
Oh, it's been a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
I went with Jimmy. We went and saw that Ranger. You were where? I don't know where you were. You weren't here.
In 2010, when I got snowed in Boston.
That could have been it. Yeah. I went, yeah.
2010 you're
Yeah,
talking
fuck,
about?
That was a long time ago. Yeah.
I was starting my new job, and I went to Boston and got snowed in, and literally it was like I can't start working for another like 4 days because I literally couldn't get back to New York.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went to the game. It was fun.
Yeah.
The train ride's the best part. Rangers Islanders into the Madison Square Garden, and then the ride back when everybody's shit faced. That's fucking the best part, dude.
Fighting each other.
Everybody's fighting each other. It's fucking hysterical. And I'm just like, I don't care about sports enough to fucking pick a side, bro. Like, leave me alone.
I'm
dude.
too drunk to taste this chicken.
Yeah, I can't taste this chicken.
So I saw a North Korea propaganda video. It was actually hilarious. It was like it's in the 2000s. They like let like an American journalist or either American or British journalist go into North Korea to show them that it's like not that bad.
Yeah.
So they take him into a computer lab, and there's like hundreds of people like in front of a computer screen.
Yeah.
And he's like, notice something weird? He's like, everybody's at the computer screen. He's like, but guess what? You don't hear typing. Nobody was typing. Like there was a guy just staring at the screen. It was on Google, and they weren't doing anything. They were just staring in front of the screen.
Really?
And it was like obviously bullshit, but they're just like proving like, look, we have computer labs. Look, he's on Google. But like nobody's moving the mouse or typing or anything. You don't hear any clicking, any talking, nothing. They're literally just standing and it's like sitting in front of the screen, and it's like on some fake fucking background.
Why do they still even bother dropping propaganda videos? Like,
I
no
don't
one
think they
believes
do
it.
it. I don't think they do anymore, but
So when's that video from then?
it's from like the early 2000s or something, or like maybe like early 2010, like 10 to 2010 maybe. I don't know. It's not that. It's old, but it's not like that old. It's like 15 years old.
What do you think the people that run North Korea do like on a day to day?
Apparently, they have a
What do they do?
A floating island that's a resort that's really beautiful that they bought from like Australia or something.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd imagine like the elites of North Korea just live like the most unbelievable lavish lifestyles, right? Like,
I don't know though, because
No?
like, how much technology do they really have? Maybe they're getting everything from China, so they have like all the knockoff like iPhones and shit like that. But like, they're still driving around 1970s Volvos. Like
Kim Jong Un or whatever. He gets pushed around in a 1970.
I don't know
Volvo.
what. That's maybe an old Rolls Royce or some shit.
Yeah, probably
Not like new shit.
Yeah, but you think he doesn't have like a flat screen TV?
The only thing that
The
plays
leader of North Korea don't have a flat screen.
The
TV?
only thing that
he don't
play-
have a 4K TV.
The only thing that plays on TV is the propaganda videos.
Yeah,
and like
in North
and the
Korea.
North Korea movies that like
Yeah.
they make, where like
For-
North Korea blows up the world.
Yeah, for North Korean peasants, I'm talking
He
about
just
like
watches Team America World Police on repeat.
he has like a fucking flat screen from 2007, and he just watches like straight to DVD Seagal movies. That's what he watches.
The
like,
Dennis Rodman movie. Wasn't Dennis Rodman in a movie where he was like yeah, he was in a movie with
Dennis Rodman has been to North Korea. Several
yes, but Dennis
times.
Rodman was in a movie in the 90s with Van Damme, I think.
No, yeah,
Double Take or something.
Double Team, not Demolition Man. I know what you're talking about. Though.
I think it's Double Team or something like that.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
yeah,
And he was like, they were like partners to like do some uncover some fucking shit, bullshit, fucking yeah. That's he just watches that movie.
But you're telling me that Kim Jong Un doesn't have a 4K TV? I can go buy a TV for $350 right now, flat screen, and he doesn't have a fucking flat screen TV.
To cure boredom, he spends his time typing in all the numbers for the launch code except for the last one and just leaving it there. And he's like, wait.
I'll fucking do it.
He's got like 6 concubines, like terrified, like, and he's just like,
see those coordinates? It's your fucking mother's house. It's like
he just like gets bored, and throughout the day he just like types in all the numbers except for the last one.
oh man, that'd be sick.
My god,
he just plays lawn darts with humans.
Probably.
Yeah, he does some wild stuff. Imagine if he's just like a cool dude though.
He watched Squid Games and then made that.
Right. Well, you know that's got to be a thing somewhere. It's got to be a real thing.
For sure.
1,000%.
Just like Hostel, that's a thing somewhere.
It has to be a thing. Yeah. Like there's no way like
you pay enough money, you could with no instruction remove somebody's spleen.
Okay, so that's the thing. Like you're talking about like, oh, we get the big deal for one day. Have all the debauchery. Like how much debauchery can you really like? What are you going to do debauchery-wise with money you can't do now as like a regular person?
Kill
somebody in Serbia. That's what you can do. That's the difference between
practice surgery.
Yeah, yes, a regular.
I want to practice putting in a trach.
Yeah, a regular person can go to Hong Kong's and use a sawzall with a dildo on it. You have to be worth.
You don't even have to be rich to
do that. You don't
have
to be rich. You could for.
You don't have to be remotely rich.
All you need is $400, and you can go do that.
US dollars,
and you don't even have to pay them anything to do it. You'll just do it for free.
Yeah.
Okay, but you need like at least 50 million if you want to go and kill a man in Serbia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing. That wouldn't do it for me. I don't think I would do that. Just watch the life go out of somebody's eyes. Like you haven't lived until you watch someone take their last breath.
Yikes. That's like
but I wouldn't want to go to Serbia for that.
What's that Road to Perdition? You know, Jude Law's character where he like kills somebody and he like takes a picture of them as they're like taking their last breath. He's like all like creepy, like fucking in their face.
I'm bringing a Polaroid camera. If I'm going to a death hostel in Serbia, I'm bringing a Polaroid camera with me. Like, what'd you do in Serbia? How's the food? Terrible.
Yikes.
The murder's much better.
I think that was like my biggest fear when I went to Europe. I was like some guy like playing like the SS marching song while he like fucking amputated my leg while I was like fully awake.
I went to Amsterdam when like Hostel came out, and I remember I got so stoned at this one bar, and I remember walking back to the hotel with that Christina, that girl I was dating at the time, she had like high heels on, and it was like
On the like cobblestone.
it was nighttime, and it was just
was,
me
like,
and her,
echoing.
and you just hear with the cobblestone. I'm just like, I need to get back to the hotel. I'm gonna fucking like, we're all gonna die.
Well, like
I'm
the
gonna
end-
wake up without a kidney.
Like the end scene with like the little like badass kids that are like playing soccer and they just like beat the person to death.
Yeah.
Like that's common in Amsterdam. Little like rough like hooligan kids.
Europe's dangerous, bro. Europe is not a safe. Europe is not a safe place. It's really not. Like, you know, that's why I'm glad I have a girlfriend who's so tough. Keep me safe.
Roundhouse kicking everybody to the face.
Yeah, I'll go anywhere for fucking food. I don't care. Yeah, I don't know.
You hear about Haiti's new leader?
Something about Haiti. Yeah, he's like a warlord, right?
Yeah, you know what his name is?
No, what's his name?
Barbecue.
That's awesome.
Barbecue is the new leader of Haiti.
That's so good.
He's like
he's like a straight up warlord,
yeah,
right?
He's like gang leader. Barbecue.
How did America drop? How do you not install your own leader in Haiti, America?
Well, the Clinton Foundation fucked that up. That's why Haiti is the way it is.
Maybe they installed the dictator.
No, this guy, whoever was in office,
Mm.
they forced him out. The prime minister or whatever.
And they're letting the dictator.
Resigned.
They're letting the dictator go in there.
Now,
You know the CIA was in there giving them weapons, though. Where'd they get the weapons from? Fucking Haiti,
well, that's
you little bullshit island in the middle of nowhere.
When Trump
Where'd you get
ran
the weapons
against-
from?
When Trump ran against Hillary, he pointed that out. He was like, "Look at Haiti." He's like, "The Clinton Foundation, they hate the Clintons because of all the fucking horrible things that
Yeah,
they did." So,
where's the warlord getting his weaponry? Probably from us,
everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
CIA, Russia, China,
China.
China, China. Yeah, damn China.
I thought this was dental floss.
It's a magnifying glass, so you can look at things. You gotta slide it open. What are you, retarded?
Do you want me to be retarded?
Do you have adult autism? Yeah. You know, put in your eye like a monocle. You can look at those racist toys more closely. They're from England.
I can see just fine. That doesn't make it less racist.
That makes it more racist. They're the original colonizers, the English. He's like, come here, chap.
Yeah.
Come here.
Funny.
What time is it, Rich?
11:50.
You got to get a little injection in that ass today, huh?
My hip.
Yeah, the hip.
Gotta leave soon.
Oh, dude, I you know what I scored yesterday?
What?
My handicap driving permit.
Yo, you got it?
Elite. So elite. It was awesome. I had to go to the bank yesterday, and like all the spots up front were full. So I turned to go to the furthest spot, and I said, "Motherfuckers, I got that elite parking sticker." And I pulled the UE. I was like,
You pulled right
handicap.
in and strutted out like there was nothing wrong with
Like,
you.
I made sure
so everyone could see.
That was perfect. I looked perfect. Like, yeah, see that?
You know what you look like?
Put that sticker right up top.
You look like a middle-aged man that still lives with their mom, and it's their mom's car with the fucking handicap pass because it's a minivan.
Yeah.
I'm picking up my mom's prescription. What do you want?
What do you want from me? Like, I'd be like, are you just handicap discriminatory?
Yeah. Depositing my mom's welfare check. Leave me alone.
I got to get my mom's prescription. I'm her caretaker. It's a job.
Yeah, I live at home. Who cares?
Who cares? It's so expensive here in Long Island. I live at home.
Yeah, I borrowed a Honda Odyssey.
Yeah, so I'm about to have the expedited entry to all the
You're
concerts
like
I go
our
to.
high school friend that used to drive his parents' minivan around.
Yeah, they didn't have the handicap sticker,
He
though.
still might be.
He still might be. Is he still around?
I don't know.
He's got to be. He's got to be alive.
No idea.
Yeah. Think he does heroin now? Probably not.
No,
Nah.
he's addicted to soda.
Still addicted to. So I was talking about him the other day about soda. I was like, I grew up with a guy who drank like 20 sodas a day, and I never understood it. But
So much soda.
he's still alive. His father was a not healthy person either.
No.
If his dad's still alive, that's just real proof to just.
I don't know if his dad is still alive or not.
His dad was old when we were like kids,
Yeah.
but still, that proof that you don't really have to take care of yourself to live into your 70s, because that guy did not take care of himself
Did you? Yeah.
at all.
I have one more funny story.
What?
Did you see the comedian that outed Matt Rife?
What for what?
Okay.
Being
So this comedian,
peaceful?
Well, I'll explain. This comedian outed Matt Rife and said that they were both invited
Oh,
to
I saw this.
to a meeting, And the executives in the meeting were like, if you want to be famous, you have to blow us.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, before I left the room, Matt Rife was simultaneously sucking him off.
I saw that.
If you're gonna get slandered,
That's a great visual, right? It's like Matt Rife. And then you think about Matt Rife, and you're like,
he could have said, yeah.
I could see it.
He could, and he could have said, "Oh yeah."
one guy.
He's like, he was blowing one. He's like, "Nah, both of them."
Both of them. That's got to be true. Like, who makes up that, like, and then you could, like, see him sucking two dicks at once, right?
And the guy's like, some people are funny, and the other ones are blowing people for stardom.
But you know what? It comes back to, like, what we talked about at the beginning, commitment to the craft. He was committed. He was committed to the craft.
I mean, committed to fame. I don't know about committed to the craft.
Well, you say what you want about Matt Rife. He still put his time in. He still put his time in the circuit. He's not like some guy who came out a week ago and now he's just like super famous. He's been a comedian for a long time.
Blew him to completion, though.
Listen,
Everyone needs a little.
Ain't no such thing as a free trip to Disneyland, Rich. Okay.
Everybody needs a
Dave
little
Chappelle would
boost.
say.
Everybody needs a little boost.
Yeah, as he separates the men from the boys, Rich.
And I think on that note, simultaneously blowing executives, cue the Calypso.
All right. See you later.
See you next time.
Bye, guys.